And that's my segue into other non-lasting implications. We'll do Knicks and Pacers. So this one's tied up as well, except they defended home court, both teams. And today's game, I was able to watch the highlights, and then I was able to turn them off after about 2 minutes because New York looked like they just ran out of gas. And I can't remember if I picked the Pacers. I think I picked the Knicks, but I should have picked the Pacers, and I think I was like hesitating on picking the Pacers. I think the Pacers are just going to outlast them purely from a minutes perspective. I think that run and gun offensive style just puts a lot of pressure on the New York defense. They're currently just losing players, whether it be due to fatigue, whether it's due to muscle, or whatever it was. But yeah, it's not looking good for the Knicks, right? And I don't think anyone's shocked to see that a lineup that was averaging, almost 42 or 43 minutes per player has run out of gas. And Tyrese is obviously looking pretty good now, and Siakam's kind of carried them through that. I don't know. I think Pacers make it through, but again, this is very similar to the OKC and Dallas series because I think that this team gets fed to Boston. So,
Yeah, I think I picked the Knicks to win it all, and I must say right now I'm not feeling great about that pick. I guess some of the variables here, I guess the Knicks have had some injuries. That not helpful. Yeah, any team that's had injuries makes your life so much harder. And they're not necessarily the best players on the team, but they're key players in a team that obviously everyone plays a lot of minutes. Yeah, OG going out now, probably at least the rest of the series. Assuming they get through. Mitch Robertson now obviously a scratch as well. They literally don't have any sort of size behind them. Bogdanovic was I think ruled out not that long ago, a couple of weeks ago now. And all that depth that when they made these moves at the trade deadline sort of has not panned out because then everyone's just banged up now too. And I think like you mentioned, they've run into an opponent here which is a less than ideal matchup. Yeah, because they play heavy minutes, because they've lacked the depth now, because their Pacers play at such a fast pace, ironically, it is not ideal. And in game four, which they dropped here, it was a bit of a blowout. Like you said, you watched the highlights. I looked at the box score earlier, and I think the game was already over by halftime, 20 plus points at that point. It was interesting, though, that when I looked at the box score, we still had DiVincenzo and Brunson play over 30 minutes. And I felt that was foolish. Yeah, I felt that foolish. Yeah, like literally at this point, you'd be shocking that they're playing over 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm literally saying they should have played 5 less minutes. Hell, even 10 less minutes. Okay, but that feels like it is meaningful in the long run here. At the end of the day, it's still tied 2-all. Yeah, at the end of the day, they're still going back to New York now for a critical game five. All right, and I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon. All right, I'm going to stay with the Knicks here. All right, but I think this is going to be a real grind out. Maybe go seven here. Brunson still, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna jump off his bandwagon right now. I've been on it since probably halfway through last season when he got snubbed from the All-Star team, got snubbed from also all NBA selection. Hopefully he makes a team this year. Man, look, I think though it's the Knicks are running out of gas, they're running out of players, but I think they're still gonna scrape through this round. Are you gonna jump off the bandwagon? I want to hear this, yes or no?
yep. Yeah, I'm off. I'm off. I'm on Pacers. I'm on Pacers. So, yeah, look, I think Pacers going to get that. Pacers going to get that little accolade of they made it to the conference finals right after trading for Siakam. Then they look at their offseason, they get some continuity as well. And then, yeah, it'll be interesting to see, I guess, how they move forward. But the problem is that they're moving forward into Boston. So